When you look at why SAM or GAM programs success or fail, you have three factors which explain more than 2/3 of the failures or the successes. The first one is the C-level support. How supportive is that C-level? If you look at Cisco, a global successful company, John Chambers decided some years ago that for Cisco most important customers, they have to be managed differently. Your internal executive sponsorship program has to be well-defined and very effective. Again, it's the demonstration of the C-level support, but also those executive sponsors are going to open doors at the customer and inside the own organization for it to align to the customer deliverables. The second one is, do you have the right accounts? Poor account selection explains, has a big weight in the success or failure of our programs. I think you have to consider two axes, so to speak. There is the financial, there is the quantitative axis. Does this account has great potential? Does it have a minimum size? Is it going to return money for both companies? Is it an industry leader? All these things are very important quantitative elements of how strategically important is the customer for you as a strategic supplier. But the other axis is the relationship axis. Is this customer open to a real strategic partnership? Or is it just a transactional price-only customer? In the latter case, that company shouldn't be a strategic account. It should be a transactional account. I always say to my most important corporate members, be more focused, narrower in the number of accounts you select rather than wide and shallow. Don't do that mistakes. Start with just a few of the most strategic accounts, the tier 1, but go very deep in the relationship and make sure you have the returns for both companies. The third one, which is probably the most important of the three, is do you have the right talent and you develop the right talent. You have the right competencies on those talents. And again, I will say that the SAMA certification program addresses those competencies which make the biggest difference. Financial and business acumen, the ability to collaboratively work to the customer, the ability to manage multifunctional teams both at the customer and in your own company, the ability to be culturally sensitive to different culture and different viewpoints, and last but not least, the ability to really go high and deep in the customer organization.